Can people with different beliefs still be in a relationship?
If
2K, 2K. So let me preface this. I say no. I said no last night. 2K says yes, they can be in a relationship.
Spiritual beliefs?
Yeah,
it
it don't have to just be spiritual. It could be anything. It could be spiritual beliefs. It could be
It's
you
different.
know beliefs when it could be two different lifestyles. It could be whatever. Can people that see things be opposite, right? We can say opposites attract. Can
Yeah.
people that are opposites, they can attract, but could they be successfully in a relationship?
Of course, me absolutely. All right, so me and Sarah relationship are based off of difference. Like I'm from Mississippi,
Mhm.
she from Hawaii. So that's two different cultures. And what we learn to do in the differences is to respect each other with the difference. So once you got that level of respect, of course you can go forward with the differences. Like I think that Sarah's a big girl, so she can handle her own decision. Like let's just say, because I know that this a big one for you, the Democrat Republican thing.
Mhm.
I wouldn't care how she voted. That wouldn't affect me.
so these are political beliefs or like religion or what?
Just
It
different.
could be either. It could be political. It could be religion. It could be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. So like her, whatever she believe in, it don't affect our relationship because at the end of the day, the relationship is work anyway. It's gonna be something you're gonna have to work through anyway. So it don't affect
I
me.
don't believe that relationships should be work.
It definitely is though, Anton.
No, it's not, bro. I don't believe in that. I just believe in coasting. I'd rather not try to program you to be like I am, and
Mhm.
I'd rather get with somebody that's already rocking with the way that I'm going. I don't want to work. I don't want to work out with you. I don't want to work on nothing with you.
You don't
But
want to work out with them. Like,
can
I'm
you
saying I don't want to work through issues in a relationship.
okay.
I just want to have a good relationship. I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit there
That's
and try to
hard
program
though.
you. No, it's
That's
not.
hard. Yeah, yeah. You got to get a woman that's on point. Like, this ain't it ain't. I get where you're coming from, and I get that you could do it, nigga. But women is out here being difficult. Even this, you can see the spirit of a woman, even in the sweetest woman. You can like see past it to something else,
And that
and
means that she's not for me.
that makes sense.
now listen? So today,
I don't want to talk to everybody. I just only want to be around the people that you know what I'm saying that I want to be around. I'm not interested in confrontation. I'm not interested in arguing. I'm not interested in going back and forth. I don't want to work at it. I don't want to sit down and talk about our issues. I don't want to. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do
I
that.
understand that, but the most passive aggressive thing a woman can say is, "I ain't gonna argue with you."
No, but see, that's because she's saying that because she's argumentative in that moment. That's because y'all having a confrontation. I don't want to have a confrontation. I believe that me and you know, me and whoever, Rita, whatever, I believe that we should be able to have a because see, even us, like us on this panel, we argue on the panel because we passionate about the subjects that we talking about, and it's great
right.
for content. But in real life, none of us we don't have that same thing. Me and people would think if you looked at me and 2K and how we go back and forth on like a Monday night or something like that, you would think that me and 2K would be beefing in real life. We it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? We actually it's one thing to objectively create content and be passionate about what y'all arguing about. But it's another thing to be confrontational as a person in real life. I'm not a confrontational person. I will walk away before I go back and forth with people in real life. You know what I'm saying? About something that's real that we really disagree on. I think that people should be able to have a conversation without it being confrontational. I think you could say anything to anybody if you say it the right way.
But Anton, I believe what you're saying, but I got to side with Q Diddy
Okay.
because he 1,000% right. Today I introduced for my morning show, I pulled up a list of chores and times for Sarah to complete the chore.
You about to trigger Carrie. Look at her.
now look at her reaction. Okay, it's not that. Listen, the list is beneficial for her. The list is beneficial for her. It'll have her doing these objectives and being complete and have rest for the rest of the day. They also go to work and abide by these rules. But the thing is, they didn't like it because it was the list. So they wanted to be argumentative about nothing. Just because of how it was perceived when the list was there to protect her. So Q did it is 100% right, bro. They just want to argue. It's in their soul. If you seen this list, bro,
No. I'm laughing because I'm curious as to what Carrie is shaking her head at.
I had the whole day planned out.
Carrie, you be arguing, Carrie, don't you? You sweet as pie. I bet you be arguing, don't you?
No,
You
no,
don't
my
be
husband and I,
arguing.
we don't argue a lot. Not really.
That makes
Not
me
really.
happy.
I think I need to print out my what I call it, my program. So you can get
Did
out.
your wife ask for a list? Like she asked you to help her to get more organized?
No, she didn't. But me as the leader of the family, I felt it might be necessary to step in and apply some structure.
Okay. Do you feel like she's been struggling with structure?
Well, I think all women struggle with structure.
No, that's real because I'm working on structure. That's what I'm saying. You know, I rolled my eyes at first, but then I had to process because if she is struggling with structure and you offer her a list with times, that could potentially be helpful.
Yeah, because what I seen now with the program, what I seen was a lot of women be like, okay, well, we got these kids, we can't keep this house clean with the kids running around, and so I had to bring it home for her. I said, think about any daycare you have ever went to. Them daycares have 20 kids and they don't be nasty. They be clean. So I was like,
but they also have help. It's not just one person.
But it's not 20 kids here. So
it's a 3-to-1 ratio what she got at his house.
so it just took the structure of, hey, do this, and do this around about these times in your day of free, but they so worried about what the list make them feel like. They kept saying words like this is slavery. I'm like, no, this is me helping you. After when you do this list, you got bukus of free time. Buku. I said, listen, if you want to go to work, you got a 30-minute break and a 15-minute break. After every exercise,
where you work at that you get 30-minute breaks, my nigga?
Every objective, it comes with a 30-minute break. She got 4 hours worth of breaks. But women be worried about what it looks like because he wrote it down on paper and gave it to me.
I can't front. I mean, I normally don't really agree with you, 2K, but I mean, depending on, as long as you don't have nothing crazy on the list, I'm not necessarily mad at it. I'm not necessarily mad at the list.
I'm gonna email a copy to your husband. Thank me later.
So we good over here.
Let me get on the program, man.
Oh my God. What do you think about this, Slimmy?
Hell no. No.
About what, the list?
I ain't got nothing to do with that list. I ain't got no kids. No, like
no. What do you think about
the topic? Hell no.
Yeah, being able to
no. Like so if you're gonna be married in holy matrimony, you definitely got to be equally yoked. You definitely have to have the same belief system. You gotta be on the same level or it's gonna fall apart. Now as far as maybe if you're just doing a business marriage, something like that, maybe not. Maybe you'll figure it out, but you're gonna clash. I still feel like you're gonna clash in some ways, and I think it's gonna be difficult when you deal with somebody who is the opposite of you. You're going to clash. That opposites attract shit is false. I believe that's false, man.
Bro, okay, think about how nice I am. I play all day. Sarah is super serious. Like, but
that's what opposite attract mean, not beliefs what you are to your core. that.
And so, like when you come around, Slim, and Sarah say, "Oh, I like Slimmy," so now I can like you because that's what the two differences do. It gives you a perspective on from both points. Listen, if Sarah was friendly and I was friendly, we easily gonna get tricked out of our spot. But the difference is she watching this side and I'm watching this side, and now we good, and the differences work with each other.
Yeah, that's on a small scale and minuscule things, but major things. Whereas if both people, well, if one person has a really bad temper and someone is non-confrontational, it's going to lead to shutouts. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to work through things. You know what I'm saying? Because one person is super vocal, and the other person is just like, "Yo, I don't do this."
That's
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm
I
saying.
can
Like,
see
and
how
that,
that works though. I can see that working. Somebody being vocal. I think that one's fine.
I
I
think
think
no,
that
that's
not
the case.
somebody who's
I
not
think that's one of the cases
confrontational.
where opposites attract actually do work.
Nah, hell no. Because that person that's not super vocal, they're going to shut down, and you're still gonna have the issue. You still gonna have the issue on the table. They don't want to talk to you when you riled up.
but
I
But
think that
that
depends
person
on
can
the
still like behaviors can still change without talking. Like they can listen, take in what you're saying, and then alter their behavior. They don't, you know what I mean? If that's what kind of person they are, they don't like confrontation, but they listen and hear. It doesn't mean that things aren't going to get better.
Yeah, because if you realize that the person you're with is that type of a person and you care, then you make space for that.
Alter, yeah, you alter how you come at shit. Yep.
Yeah, but how much do you care to where you willing to put
Mhm.
up with it?
I
Because
don't
it's,
know.
it's
Well,
one it's one thing
What
to
are we
care.
putting up with? Put up with what exactly?
It's one thing to care about a person, but it's another thing to let that affect what you got going on in your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't know if I can care about you enough to where I'm a let it, you know what I'm saying, slow me down or affect what my life is or whatever like that. Like I can care about you and let you go.
Yeah.
I don't think that the example Slimmy gave should have that level of impact. I think that if you're with a person who is the type of person who doesn't like to talk about stuff right off the bat, like they need time for processing, and you're the type of person who likes to deal with it right there, I think that those are the types of things that you should be able to utilize, like communication skills to deal with, compromising skills to
I'm
deal
not
with.
doing that.
No,
I'm not
But
compromising.
no. That's not what
you're
I
not.
said though. I'm talking about somebody that's extremely volatile and
Oh
someone
well,
who's non-confrontational.
Well, then they
well,
wouldn't
if
never
you're
got married to
volatile,
begin
then
and get it with. That's bad in
that's
everything,
a
every
red
situation.
flag.
Some
You
people
Yeah.
like that
volatile, nigga,
shit
you
though.
ain't good for nobody. Shit.
No, some people like that.
Slim,
Some
No,
people like
I'm
that.
sure, but that would be something that you should probably not marry.
I'm with you. Like, okay, there is a difficulty. Like, I can admit that. Like, sometimes the conversations come to a halt because I'm this way and she's that way. But that's why I say it's this the part of the relationship where it takes work. Where you gotta overcome that because we got language barriers in certain areas and we got to get over. It's not working as in a sense where, oh, I hate her. It's just I know she don't receive conversation in this form. So like with my girl, like I have to. It's a two steps when I argue with her. I have to introduce the problem, go away from it, and then come back to
Mm.
it because she got to think with the problem. If we argue about the problem right then and there, she won't see the point. But see, that's the workflow. That's how we learn
I'm,
about.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the words you're using because I work in the morning. I don't work at home. Ain't no work.
My nigga.
Ain't
It's
no. Ain't no. Ain't no work.
work.
Ain't no that. It ain't for me. Ain't no work in no relationship, bro.
Yeah.
We are
I don't know
going.
what I
We
don't know what's
go.
the significance of saying you don't work at home. Why do you say that? What are you insinuating?
He's saying that when 2K is referencing working through the relationship and all of that stuff, and the difficulty that comes along with all of that stuff, home is supposed to be where peace is. When you
Yeah.
put in the work and you're dealing with all of the shit that you got to deal with on a daily basis in order to earn the resources, when you get home, that's supposed to be your sanctuary. I'm not about to sit here and be going back and forth with you all night with that.
It's supposed to be solace in the home.
And I'd rather be doing that work at home than picking from the streets. I tell you that.
But that's the thing. I don't feel as though I need to be picking from the streets. Listen, I would rather be by myself than to deal with all of that headache, bro. I don't want to be with the headache. I'm over that. I'm not for that.
It's not constant. Like with me, I know my girl. So she give me hell when y'all know. Around about that time of the year. That's the time.
That time of the year.
I don't know what you're
like. What time?
You talking about that time of the month? You talking about that time of the month?
Okay, that makes
we
sense.
are not cranky. I mean, like,
cause that's the
only. We're not cranky.
That's a myth. Like
No.
Everybody is
won't even
not,
let me come over.
That doesn't mean because she has an attitude. She just might not like she might not be. You might trigger her if she's dealing with cramps. Like you might be annoying. You might be annoying.
Carrie, we're not going for this feminist shit tonight.
That's not feminist. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not the case for his wife. I'm just saying all women do not turn into these monsters.
Okay, I agree. All women. I agree with that. 100%.
Now, some women handle it better than others, but I've been with my girl forever, so I know how. Like, I can literally tell when her period on the way.
I get you. Okay,
because the mood is that like she just it's like she trying to make an argument from scratch.
Can she fix it?
Huh?
Like, is it fixable?
Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't, bro. Sometimes you just got to
bear.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, like when it's about to happen, she started making arguments from scratch, bro. All she need is a text message, and then she gonna start with that. Throw some more argument on there, season it up, and then here we go. But yeah, like that's what the period do. Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's there.
Point blank.
That makes me happy that someone else is experiencing things that I've recently experienced.
She might be more irritable, and so, like I said, you might be annoying her. You might be a little irritated.
Carrie. Hey, what's her name? What's her name from whatchamacallit? Moda? What's her name? Ida Moda. You getting sized up for that cake?
Yeah, but and keep sized up. I know me. I'm not for everybody. I walk around the house smiling and playing all fucking day. So to a woman who over here suffering, she bleeding 3 days at a time and still ain't dead. She probably.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably like, I don't feel like it right now, especially on day one if she gets bad cramps.
I get it though.
Then that just means that I don't have to be around you when you cranky. That's my thing. Like I don't feel as though I need to work through everything. Sometimes you may just need to be by yourself. Or I'm out. I'm about to go to the studio. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna cook up. I got stuff that I need to do. We don't have to be in each other's face all the time. I believe that absence is very good for relationships.
Yeah.
I think that when people have their own thing going on and they have stuff that they're busy with and all of that stuff, I'm busy, you busy. Hey, maybe I only see you 3-4 times who knows? I might see you 5 days out of the week, 6 days out of the week. I may see you 3 or 4 days. Who knows? My point is that I think that people, I ain't got time to be sitting there. I'm not about to sit there and go back and forth with you all day. I can think of very few things in this world that once you've been with a person for a period of time that you need to really be digging down in and getting into some drag down arguments with. I don't see that.
The newer women are different. Anton, have you ever had to argue about having too much fun?
No.
What?
Hey, you
what?
Yo, listen, bro.
That's a new one.
I bet you the niggas in the comments know what I mean. If I'm out,
y'all on the island by yourself.
I'm not with my girl, and she hear too much fun going on in the background, nigga, it's a problem. It's a real problem. If I come back home too happy,
You better go to sleep.
it's a problem. Bro, in the comments know what I'm talking about. They hate when you have fun without them.
Somebody said women hate fun.
Right?
Wicked Wayne.
I promise.
I guess
I can't front though. I've thrown. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Anton.
No, go ahead, Carrie.
I have a couple of times
Oh, Jesus.
thrown that.
Lord have mercy.
But I had to learn from it. A couple of times I've kind of thrown that at my husband. I'm like, you travel all over the world, you're having all this fun, and you get paid for it.
Sounds like a life to me. Sounds like a good time to me. I mean, honestly, man, it's like, because like if you having fun, I'd be like, oh man, I'm glad, hey, have a good time or whatever. I'm not just. I want you to have fun because I know that that a happy you is gonna be a happier you when you come back home. If you happy when you gone, that means you're gonna be in a good mood when you come back, and that's good for everybody. Everybody is happy when you happy. I'm happy.
Happy wife, happy life vibes, nigga. Stay.
No, happy wife, happy life. That means
that's what it's giving.
Happy wife, happy life means when you just agree with a woman because you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't feel like dealing with the bullshit. That's what that means. No. Being a happy person away from me, but then you come in with good energy, that shit is that's fun times.
And see, the problem is these women don't know how to pick their battle. Like,
why is there a battle at all? But I even showed it on my vlog the other day, like how we communicate. Rita will come to me a lot of times and be like, Anton, you said that we was gonna do this, and you still be busy, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I be wanting to see you. And I'll be like, all right, I feel you. I hear what you're saying. And that'd be the end of it. Like, I'm not about to sit there and explain to you, no, because listen, I was looking this up and you just don't understand, man. I be trying to do. I'm not doing all of that shit. Some things don't need to be explained. Hey, listen, I hear you. All right, okay.
You know what I just heard?
That's it.
Rita is a master communicator.
That is true. She knows how to communicate.
On top of knowing how to use her femininity, because most women in that scenario ain't for to sit right in front of you and start pouting. You said 6:30. Hey, Rita, that time, come on now. You said you was gonna be on.
But see, that's not what happened. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened because it was on my blog. But what happened was I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be done at whatever, and then we're gonna go ahead and go out." I think I had started a live stream at like 8. It was like a Patreon exclusive. And I said, yo, I'm only gonna be doing this for like an hour, and then we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna hit the streets or whatever. But it wound up going to like, it was like an hour and a half or something like that. And then right after that, I got a phone call and it's like, yo, check out this property. So then I go and checking out the property. And so now I'm deep diving into the property and I'm looking up all of the stuff. That take another hour. And then it's like 10:30. And so she never said anything. She just went and put her pajamas on and she just went and chilled. And then we start, you know what I'm saying? She never mentioned it that night. She never said a word about it that night. But anyway, so the next morning, I'm in the studio and I'm in the office and we talking on the phone. And she was like, hey, babe. She's like, listen, you know, you said that we was going to be going on an hour and you know you. And she was like, and I already know who you are. So I was just like, yo, let him do his thing or whatever, so on and so forth. But she was like, yo, she's like, don't be, you know, if you're going to promise me something, you know, I'd like for you to keep your word because I'd be looking forward to going out. And I was like, all right, I feel you. That was it. That was it. It wasn't no, she got us meet me right then and there or whatever, so on and so forth. And it wasn't no confrontation. And she came to me with a pleasant voice. And it actually incentivized me to make the adjustment because now I'm going to be more mindful when I start to get caught up in the work and stuff that I need to have a balance in order to cut it off. But the fact of the matter is her spirit, her demeanor, the non-confrontational part is what then weakened me to have a heart to hear what she got to say and it makes me actually want to do more for you because your femininity is your superpower. But my point is that why do it in other scenarios for other people? That could be a confrontation. That could be something that could absolutely be a drag down, knockdown fight. And it don't have to be that way. And I don't want to be around people in real life that the shit got to turn into a toxic situation. I don't want to be around.
What age did Rita learn that? Because I remember watching the video when they tried to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And Rita y'all had a drag out argument because Rita wanted to go with you.
Mm-hmm.
So how much is that?
But we were in our
20s.
I would imagine that I was like 23.
That's what I'm saying. How much is it in maturity?
Yeah, but we 42. And at this age, as a younger man, I will put up. I might go back and forth with this shit because I don't know no better. As a 42-year-old man that understands how women need to communicate and don't feel like being bothered with the bullshit, I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not about to argue with nobody in real life. I'll be like, you know what? Listen, you chill out. I'm gonna go down to the studio, or I'm gonna go down to my apartment downtown, and we're gonna figure it out tomorrow. I'm not arguing with nobody, bro.
But you did counter that. You had a count for the differential.
But she wasn't confrontational then either.
Yeah.
She was just kind of like worried and saying, yo, I want to come with you on that type of shit. It wasn't even an argument like we beefing type argument. It was like, yo, no, I'm coming with you. And I said, no, you're gonna get your ass in the house. Okay. So it wasn't like an argument, like a normal argument. I'm telling you, man, we don't have that. I don't experience that with women in real life.
It like right now, bro, I have became the master of picking my battle. And so like, it's not that she's not argumentative. It's not that she is argumentative. It's like, I can assist you in bypassing a couple of these arguments with my decision. So I know for a fact, if I want to hear her mouth all night, I'm going to stay on to 1 a.m. with Anton.
What do you mean if you want to hear her mouth? Why would she be mad at you?
Because like, I'm not in the bed eating coochie. Like, we be on late. You know what I'm saying? You know, coochie, the coochie turn on at 12. Like the kids in the bed, like I can stall down for an hour. Like playing time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so like it just be depending, you know. It depends. So like I know if I want to get into an argument, I stay on at 1 o'clock with Anton.
Oh my God, that is so stupid. Anyways, anything else on this one, guys? It's just a little conversation. I see Molly. I'm gonna wait for Molly to cut her camera on before I bring her up.
I got 2K. I got some of this nasty shit.
What's up, brother?
And bring my girl Molly up. Molly, what up?
Molly.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
What's the word?
I was listening. I was listening.
Oh, this shit tastes like
camera.
Sprite.